Good day, everyone. I'm Fredly Bukog from the Office of Soul. So, for this morning, we will tackle on managing the gradebook for college. So, now let's get to know the overview of the gradebook setup in my soul. So, as you take a look, this is the managing the gradebook in my soul. So, in the blue circle, this pertains to the course and it holds the course grade, which is 100%. And in that case, the course grade is divided to our terms for college. So we have midterm and then we have final. And each terms weight accordingly. So example, for midterm, it weights 50%, and for final, it weights 50%. So in that case, the terms is based from your weights. It could be 60/40 and so on. So in each term, we have what we call the components or the parameters. In this case, we set the midterm and final having the same parameters. Namely, we have five midterm quizzes, we have midterm assignments, midterm attendance, midterm final exam, and then midterm final project. So in other words, midterm and final have the same parameters. And each parameters has its own percentage. So for instance, midterm and final quizzes, it has a percentage of 15%. We have midterm and final assignments, 20%. Midterm and final attendance 10%. We have midterm and final exam 25%. And lastly, we have midterm final project to 30%. So now let's proceed to the gradebook set up in my soul. So I will just stop screen sharing and I will go to the gradebook in my soul. Okay, so in this case, I will open my virtual classroom. So my virtual classroom is a sample course 1. So I will click my virtual classroom 1. So this will be sample course 1. That's the name of my virtual classroom. To manage or set up the gradebook in your My Soul account, just okay, just click the gear icon located at the upper part, the gear icon or that pertains to the admin settings of your virtual classroom. So kindly click that icon, the gear icon or pertaining to the admin settings, and then look for the gradebook setup and then click it. So in that case, it will redirect to the gradebook setup page. So by default, you are now in the setup tab in the gradebook setup. So by default, the web admin or the MySoul web admin already defined the terms and then the parameters. So all you need to do is just simply edit the term and then the parameters. So in this case, the first we will know is let us familiarize with the gradebook structure in our My Soul. So the first thing is here. This is the course final grade. So this pertains to your course name or your subject that holds the course grade to 100%. And then we also have the terms. We have the term 1 and then we have the term 2. So term 1 and term 2 has its own weights. So for term 2, that's 50%. And then for term 1, we have 50%. So all in all, we have 50-50 is our weight. And then each terms has its parameters or component. We have in the third term 1, we have 5 components. And then for the term 2, we also have 5 components. So we are going to edit now the first part. We will start editing with our course or our subject that weights or that holds our course grade, which is 100%. So under the actions column, we will click first the our course name. So kindly click the edit command and then click the edit settings. Again, this is our course name that we are going to edit first. So click the edit settings, and then in that case, no need to have the category name because that is by default is our course or subject name. The aggregation or how the grades are being computed, don't no need to change, just weighted mean of grades. And then you scroll down and then you click the show more. In clicking the show more, we are going to edit the grade display type to, by default, this is a percentage letter, but we want it to real letter. So kindly change that one to real letter. And then if you're done changing to real letter, then save changes. So that's how you edit the first requirement, which is your course name. So now let's proceed with the terms. Okay. So we will start with the term one. So term one, to edit that one, again, the same step, click the edit command and then click the edit settings. For our term one, we will just edit the category name to midterm, to midterm, or you can have it midterm grade, midterm grade, and then you click the show more. The aggregation is the same, no need to change. Click the show more, and then by recommendation, you need to uncheck exclude empty grades. The purpose of having this is to know the real standing or performance of the student. And then scroll down, and then we have the maximum grade is 100, and then you click the show more again, and then kindly edit the grade display type to real letter, and then save changes. So that's how you edit the term. So we edit the term one. So now we will edit another term, which is the term two. So here we have the term two. To edit that one again, you just click the edit command and then edit settings. And then you will rename the category name to final grade. So aggregation is weighted mean of grades, no need to change. Just click the show more and then uncheck exclude empty grades. And then you scroll down and then click again the show more. In this case, we need to change the grade display type to real letter. So if you're done with that, so kindly save changes. Okay, so here we already edit the terms. We have the midterm grade and then we have the final grade. So in this case, it's up to you on how you weight each each terms. In this case, midterm grade is weight to 50. So for instance, if I will change this one to 40, so I will just encode 40. So I will backspace and then encode 40 and then press enter key to take effect. And since you edit the midterm grade to 40, so now let's edit the final grade to 60 so that the course grade 100% is equally divided by percentage. So in this case, the final grade is equal to 60. So type 60 and then press enter key. So to do that, okay, so to do that, we go to the next steps, editing the parameters or the components of each terms. So we will first edit with our midterm. Okay, in the midterm, we have as we take a look the components from the previous uh, slides in our PowerPoint, we have set 5 parameters in each terms. So the first parameter in midterm will be the quizzes. So to edit the component, okay, so to edit the component, kindly click the edit command and then click edit settings. And then change the category name or the component one name to our first component. So example, we need to properly label it. So example, midterm quizzes. So midterm quizzes and then the aggregation. So we need to change it to simple weighted mean of grades. Again, simple weighted mean of grades. The purpose of changing this one to simple weighted mean of grades, it's because uh, it will compute the your row score divided by the highest possible score times the percentage, and then and also it will generate with a specific weight assigned in that particular parameter or components. So in short, we need to change the aggregation to simple weighted mean of grades. And then we will click the show more and then uncheck exclude empty grades. And then we will change the maximum grade to, this will be the percentage. So we will change that one to 15. So we will encode 15 and then we will click the show more and then we will change the grade display type to uh, real. Again, we will uh, change the grade display type for our component 1 to real. And then if you're done, then kindly save changes button. So in other words, all of the components need to change their aggregation or how the grades are being computed to simple weighted mean of grades. And then they need to uncheck exclude empty grades. And then we are going to edit the maximum grade or the percentage of that particular component or parameters. And then we will edit the grade display type to real. And then if you're done with that, kindly save changes. So in this case, the midterm quizzes has its percentage, which is 15. And then we are going to edit now the weight of the first parameter or component. So kindly click the box icon in the midterm quizzes. Kindly click that box and then encode 15 and then press enter key. Okay, so that's the midterm quizzes. And then let's proceed to the component 2 to edit. Again, the same steps. Kindly click the edit command, edit settings, change the component 2 to midterm assignments. And then the aggregation, change that to simple weighted mean of grades. Click show more, uncheck exclude empty grades, scroll down, and then we have the maximum grade to 20. That's the percentage for our assignments. And then we click the show more, and then the grade display type to real. And then if you're done, save changes. Okay, so again, we will take a look at the percentage total. It should be the same as the weight. So for this case, this is 20, so it's okay, 20. If if does that doesn't fit the percentage total, then kindly change it. So now let's proceed with the component 3. So we will edit that one. Again, the same steps. Edit, then edit settings, and then component 3. So we will edit that one to midterm attendance, for instance. Midterm attendance. And then the aggregation, simple weighted mean of grades, simple weighted mean of grades, and then show more, uncheck, exclude empty grades, and then we have the percentage for our attendance which is 10%. And then click the show more, and then the grade display type is real, and then save changes. So we'll scroll down and then we take a look at the percentage. We have 10, so the weight should be 10. So we will edit by just simply clicking the box and then encode 10 and then press enter key. Next, we're going to edit the component 4. So to edit that one, click the edit command, edit settings, component 4. And then for example, we have midterm exam, midterm exam. And then we have the aggregation is simple weighted mean of grades, show more, uncheck, exclude empty grades. Maximum grade is equal to the percentage of the exam, so 25%. And then we click the show more, and then grade display type to real, and then click the save changes button. And then so that's 20, the midterm exam total or the percentage is 25, so we need to change it to 25. 25 and press enter key. So for this case, if example, if your parameters is enough, so there will be one extra parameters, which is the component 5. So to edit your extra parameter, you just simply click the edit. So make it sure that this is component. Example, we have component 5. So to delete that parameter, kindly click the edit, and then you can see here we have the delete icon or the trash bin. So you can delete that by just simply clicking the delete icon or button. And then there is a confirmation that you want to delete that particular component or parameter. And if you're satisfied to delete, so kindly click yes. So automatically it will be deleted in that particular term. Okay, so we will review first our parameters if the total will be 100%. So for instance, we have midterm quizzes 15%. Midterm assignments, it's 20%. And then attendance is 10%. And then the midterm exam is 25%. So as you notice, the weights or the percentage is the same as the total of that particular component. So example 15, and then 15 is the midterm quizzes total as well as the other parameters. To add a new category, since this is not yet complete, so it's lacking about 30%, so we will add another category, for instance. So we will add, to add a category, just scroll down. So add category by just clicking the add category button. Okay, you add category, and then here, let's say, let's put it in midterm, midterm project. So midterm project, the aggregation will be simple weighted mean of grades, and click the show more, and then exclude, uncheck exclude empty grades, and then you scroll down, and then the maximum, this will be the percentage of the component. So example, we have 30%, and then you show more, and this we need to change the grade display type to real, and then the category. So we need to change the parent category. So this particular category, which is the midterm project, is under what specific grade category or parent category. So this is under midterm grade because this is one of the components of midterm grade. So kindly click your parent category, that's midterm grade. So in other words, if you edit a category, so first name the category name. Next is the aggregation to simple weighted mean of grades. And then uncheck exclude empty grades. And then don't forget the maximum grade or the percentage of that parameter. And then the grade display type should be real. And then you click the parent category, and then you will specify what particular parent category is your parameter under. So example, in my case, this is under midterm grade. So I will choose midterm grade. And if you're done with that, so kindly save changes to take effect. So if we scroll down, let's see the midterm grade components. So we have midterm quizzes 15, and then we have midterm assignments 20, midterm attendance 10, midterm exam 25. So we are going to edit the midterm project weight. So that's 30, 30, and then press enter key. Okay. So in that case, all of the parameters in the midterm grade is equivalent to 100%. So now let's edit our final grade components. So we will just do the repetition for our final grade as we do it in the midterm period. So to edit the component 1 in the final grade, again, just first edit command and then edit settings, and then we will rename it, properly label it to final quizzes. And then aggregation, how the grades are being computed. So it is simple weighted mean of grades. So the purpose of having that is just to how the grades are being computed. So if, for instance, if your activities has the row score, it is divided into the highest possible score times the percentage. And then we have the maximum grade. So this will be the percentage of your parameter. So example, we have 15. And then don't forget to click the show more, and then grade display type will be real, no, real, just only real. And then save changes button. And then that's your first parameter. So we will edit, or we will see to it that our final quiz total is 15, so the weight will be 15. So kindly encode 15, change it to 15, and then press enter key. And then scroll down, the same as the component 2. So edit settings, and then we have here, we have final final assignments. Final assignments, aggregation, simple weighted mean of grades, show more, uncheck, maximum grade will be the percentage, so this will be 20. And then show more, and then the grade display type is real, and then save changes. Okay, we take a look at the weight, so it's okay, so that's 20. Next, proceed with the component 3. Component 3, let's edit it, edit settings, and then we will change it, the category name, to midterm, no, not the midterm, but final, final attendance. Aggregation, simple weighted mean of grades, and then you scroll down, no, just click the show more, and then uncheck exclude empty grades. And then we have here, the maximum grade is 10. And then click the show more, and then grade display type to real, and then save changes. Then you scroll down, so need to see to it that the total is same as the weight, so 10. So we will edit it by just backspace, click the backspace, and then type 10, and then enter key. Scroll down. Okay. So now let's proceed to the component 4. So click again the edit and then the edit settings and then type for instance final exam. Final exam aggregation is simple weighted mean of grades. Show more, exclude empty grades. The percentage total we have 25%, and then we have we need to click the show more and then grade display type to real and then save changes. Scroll down. Okay, scroll down and then now let's go to our final component or parameter, which is the component 5 under final grade. So at first let's check the total for the final exam. So that's 25. So we need to change the weight to 25. 25. And then scroll down. Okay, that's 25. So we click the component, okay, component 5, edit, and then edit settings. And then here, this will be the final project. Project aggregation is simple weighted mean of grades, and then show more, uh, uncheck exclude empty grades, and then the maximum grade is equivalent to the percentage. So example, this is 30, and then you click the show more, and then change it to real. So in short, I will just repeat the steps in editing the in editing the parameters or components. Again, we need to change the category name of that component, the aggregation, followed by aggregation, how the grades are being computed, change that one to simple weighted mean of grades, and then you click the show more, and then you must uncheck exclude empty grades. And then you scroll down, we have the maximum grade. This pertains now the percentage of that parameter or component. So this is 30%. And then you click the show more and then you will edit the grade display type to real. And if you're done editing your component or parameter, kindly click the save changes button. So that's how you edit your gradebook. So to have an overview, so you have your course name, 100% that weights the course grade to 100%, your midterm grade based from this definition or classification of your grading system, we have 40% is the weight. And then your final grade, we have 60% of the grade. So in other words, it will somehow adds the parameters or components of that particular quarter. So from midterm quizzes down to midterm project, so it will sum up and then it will be multiplied by 40%. Same goes as your final. So if you scroll down a bit, you will see also the not categorized or uncategorized activities or assignments or forums or other activities. So you need to categorize it by just simply clicking the check box. So for instance, I will click the quiz number one, that's the quiz, and then another quiz, that's quiz two, and then I will move that uh, not categorized according to their grade category while you are making your quizzes or assignments. So I will just transfer it to the specific grade category. So I will just click the check box. So I will check the quiz number one and then quiz two. Then I will click the move, okay, the move selected items to what particular grade category. So I will put the quiz 1 and 2 to midterm quizzes. So this will be the grade category, or the quiz 1 and 2 is under midterm quizzes. So I will click this midterm quizzes and automatically it will redirect to midterm quizzes. So we have the quiz name and then the highest possible score of that quiz. So that's how you categorize your activities in grade category or what particular parameters or terms in your grade book. So another, we have the essay type. I will categorize this as assignment. So I will click, this will be under midterm assignment. So I will click uh, essay activity and then I will move it to midterm assignments. So automatically it will move to midterm assignments. And then we have the highest possible score. And then last, we are going to move reflection on COVID-19. For instance, this is an assignment. So we will click that one, or let's move that item to midterm assignments. So again, you click the move selected items to midterm assignments. Okay, so automatically it will move to midterm assignments. And if ever, if you have activities, which means you recorded it manually, or recorded it by paper, or while you're doing your video conferencing, you have participation or class participation, and then you record it on your paper. So you can make a grade item or an activity item just like in quiz 1, quiz 2, reflection. We have essay. You can still make an activity for that, and that is called grade item. Okay. In your grade book, you just scroll down and you can see here the add grade item. So you must click the add grade item. So these are activities that is manually recorded by the teacher. So example here, the item name will be uh, class participation. Class participation. Class participation, and then the maximum grade for this activity will be 50. So for instance, I will record the class participation while they are using Zoom. Okay, they attend the Zoom meeting, so I will just give 50 points for those who attend the Zoom meeting. So this will be class participation. The item name or the activities is class participation. Maximum grade is 50. and then we click the show more, and then let's scroll up, and then the grade display should be real. Okay, and then in this activity, the class participation, this is under what particular grade category? So example, this is under midterm attendance. I will grade this class participation as midterm attendance. So midterm attendance. So once you're done with editing your item name and then the points and then the grade display type to real, then the grade category. So kindly click the Save Changes button. So in that case, this is under midterm attendance, the class participation. Your class participation has a highest possible score of 50, 50 points. If you are questioning how you will record it, so we will go to the View tab, another tab for the gradebook setup. So in other words, in the setup tab, it will just organize your gradebook from the term and then your parameters. So to edit or to override scores or to edit the manual activities of the teacher, you must click the View tab. So for instance, I will click the View tab. So in the View tab, they have five sub-tabs. We have the grader report that will show you the entire grade sheet of that particular activities that you've set. And then we also have the single view for editing a specific single grade item that is manually done by the teacher or the system. And then the user report will show you the breakdown of the scores. This is based from your gradebook structure. So for instance, I will edit now my class participation. So I will click the single view, and then you will just simply select your grade item. So in my case, I will select, okay, quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, reflection, and essay. So in this case, it doesn't reflect your uh, your particular activity because this is done by a manual grading item. So we need to click the grader report, and then we will click the uh, we will scroll horizontal scroll to the midterm attendance. Okay, here you can see here the midterm attendance. We click the uh, pencil icon. This is midterm attendance class participation. So here, this is the highest possible score to 50. So we will just edit. Example here, uh, student one got 50, and then student two 0. He or she doesn't attend the Zoom meeting. So if you're done, so imagine if you have 30 students or learners, it will show up or it will create another row. And then you can just simply encode the score, and then if you want to add feedback, then you may add here in the feedback box. And then you click save and then continue. And then we will see that one to the grader report. So we will just scroll, horizontally scroll, and then here we can see that this will be the standing of the midterm attendance class participation. We have 50 and then 0. So that's how you uh, you edit the grade item that is manually encoded by the teacher. And then let's go back to the setup tab. So here in the setup tab, if you want to see only the midterm grade or the term midterm, you will hide the final term. So you will just scroll down and then go to the final grade, and then you can click the edit command, and then you will hide this particular final grade as well as its components. So the only visible is only the midterm grade midterm grade. Okay, so that's how you hide and show your particular term. And if you want to show your final grade later, so you can click the show icon. And then you have here again the letters. Okay, you click the letters, and in the letters you will see the ranges. So letters means in college this pertains to the numerical grade or numerical value. So it could be 4 and so on. So this is based from the percentage. So in here, in my soul admin already set this to lowest and highest or the range of that particular percentage according to the equivalent numerical grade. But it's up to your department to change the grade letters. So for example, if you want to modify your grade letters, you can click the edit tab or just simply click the edit grade letters. For this case, I will just click edit grade letters, or we will change the numerical grade of our grading system of that course. So just click the edit grade letters, and then by default you must see to it that this is checked, the override site defaults. So our consideration of this one is we will just simply uh, type the lowest grade. By default the system will generate the ranges. So for this case, in order to obtain 4, you will type 100. And example for this case, another grade letter that's 3.9. So we have 99. So the range will be 99 till 99.99. So you will obtain the grade letter to 3.9. So again, it's up to the department to change the uh, the range, not the range, but the lowest grade. So for example, I will change here, example, in the grade letter 3 to 3.8, you must get the lowest grade to 98. So the range will be 98 till 98.99. So let's check it. So example, In this part, I will just change the grade letter or the numerical grade to 98, 98, and then you will obtain 3.8. So let's check it. You scroll down and then save changes button. So, okay, as you take a look, in order to get 3.8, so we have the lowest grade, we set it to 98, and then automatically the system will generate the range. So 98.99. So again, to edit, then kindly click the edit grade letters, and then you have this one. You just kindly get the lowest grade range, or for our stat, so it could describe as the lower limit. And then, and here in the grade letter, this pertains to our numerical grade, like 4 and so on. And if you're done with that, don't forget to save changes button. Click the save changes button. Okay, so that's how you edit the letters tab. And if you're making reports, for instance, if you want to extract or export your grade book, you just click the export tab, and then you click the export tab, and then here you can see the different formats. So we will choose the simple way. We have Excel spreadsheet. You click the Excel spreadsheet, and here we have the grade items that you want to be included in the Excel. So you can uncheck for those grade items that want you don't want to include in the grade sheet or spreadsheet. So for example, I will just okay, okay. So in this case, so it's your preference as a teacher to decide what grade items to be included in the Excel. So if you're done unchecking or check, then click the download. And if you click the download, it will generate you with an Excel file. And in that case, you can open the Excel file, and then it will reflect the same as this setup tab, the same as the organized categorization of those terms and parameters. So in short, in the gradebook setup, this is somehow the same result or same computation when you're doing your example. If you have your existing Excel file for your grade, so this is the same result as long as your letters, your numerical grade is the same ranges or same range to obtain that specific numerical grade. So I guess that's all. Thank you for watching this tutorial about setting and managing the gradebook for college. So thank you and have a nice day.